and Adam's, Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm going to be sharing a Trader Joe's grocery haul with you guys. So we actually got a good amount of stuff today, and I'm gonna go ahead and run through everything that we got and pretty much how I like to use it. If you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm here with Adam. He came with me obviously to go get the groceries, and now we are back with everything in front of us, and I'm gonna go ahead and run through it. I like to just go through produce first because it is something that we get every time and then we could just put it away right away, but I try to go through it quickly because we usually get a lot of the same things. So I'm just gonna run through everything really quick, and pretty much all these things are 0 points for us on WeightWatchers. I'll be giving the WeightWatchers points because that's what we track with, and then I also provide some of the nutrition information. Starting with some mushrooms, something that we get every time now. I like to have them for so many different recipes. I use them for pasta, for pizzas, for eggs, pretty much anything, any veggie mix that I'm making, I like to toss in some mushrooms, and so it's just a good 0 point option that I always have on hand now. Same with blueberries. I like to get these for yogurt bowls, and then if we're ever having like pancakes or French toast or something, and these are like giant blueberries this time, so these will be good, and they're 0 points. For veggie mix that I make, I always do onion, zucchini, and bell peppers, so I still have some onions left over in the fridge, but I needed some bell peppers and zucchini as well, so I grabbed both of these. This is just what I'll use to make the veggie mix. And there's some extra zucchini, so usually when I have extra, I just use it as a side when we have like pasta, or sometimes I'll cut it up and add it in the pasta, but it's another filling 0 point option. I got some grape tomatoes that I like to use also to make pasta, but it's also really good to just chop them up and add them to like sandwiches or wraps. We needed bananas, which Adam takes these to work, and I use them for protein shakes. They're just something that we always go through, and we actually have some that are turning very, very dark, so I might make some banana bread soon, or those are just perfect to freeze and use for protein shakes. We got some red grapes this time. We switch off between red and green, and it's just something that we like to have as a side when we have our breakfast or lunch. I usually like to just save them for the end of my lunch because it's something sweet, and every time I finish my food, I want something sweet. So it really does satisfy that craving, and it's 0 points. And if I still want something after, I'll have like a skinny dipped peanut butter cup or something, but I just like that the grapes are a 0 point sweet option. Adam got some mandarins that he likes to bring to work. It's just a quick and convenient snack. Again, 0 points. It takes some time to peel them, so that's why he likes to get them too, and it's just a good convenient option for him. Okay, then this was something I've never seen before. We've gotten another hash that they have like this, but this one is a garden vegetable hash. So it's got cauliflower, zucchini, bell peppers, fire roasted corn, celery, and yellow onion, and I just thought that this looked perfect for a soup. I've kind of been on a soup kick making different soups lately, and so I was thinking this with some type of broth and chicken sausage would be good, and then that's also when I found the chicken sausage. So let me just skip to this really quick. I was originally gonna buy the pre-cooked chicken sausages that they have, but those were 4 points per link, and then I scanned these, and these are only 2 points per link. So I'm gonna use these. I don't know if I'll take them out and kind of like crumble them up to make just chicken sausage crumbles, or if I'll just slice them up, but I thought that this would be really good in the soup. They are 110 calories for one, 3.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, 1 gram of sugar, and 17 grams of protein, and the flavor is sweet Italian. So these are 2 points a piece, and I'm just excited to try these out and even compare them to the other ones that we usually get. I'm probably gonna use it with this hash for a soup, and this is 0 points. Then got some shredded carrots, which we just use for veggie mixes, or if I'm gonna make a stir fry. Sometimes it's nice to have them as a nice crunchy option in like a poke bowl. So we like to have these. Again, having all these options with like vegetables and produce really makes it easier to cook at home and to not let it go to waste. So when we do want to get takeout, like even last night we wanted to, but we had vegetables that we needed to use up. I had some cabbage mix, and so I pretty much made what we were gonna get if we were gonna get takeout. We wanted like noodles and Chinese food, and so I made it here for way less points. It made us feel better, and we were actually able to have a really big serving, and just having the vegetables in the fridge really does make a difference and help to keep me on track. For some frozen vegetables I really have enjoyed this fire roasted bell pepper and onion mix. It's so convenient to have in the freezer, and this is pretty much like the veggie mix that I make. So if I don't have any made, like actually right now I have none in the fridge, and if I wanted to make eggs or something, this is the perfect thing to use. It's 0 points and it's pretty much just onions and bell peppers, and it's just a nice option to have on hand, again, to keep me on track. When I'm not prepared with veggie mix, I have that. Then I got 2 bags of the shelled edamame, another 0 point food, and this is one that's high in protein, so I like to definitely take advantage of that. For a half cup, it is 100 calories, 2 grams of fat, 12 carbs, 4 grams of fiber, and 9 grams of protein. And this is another thing that we really like to add to poke bowls, or even the sesame noodles like I made last night, or different things like that. It's a little bit more filling, but still 0 points. Okay, we love their egg bites, so we always get these every time. These are 2 points for 1 pack, 150 calories, 8 grams of fat, 7 carbs, and 12 grams of protein. And this is a convenient item for Adam to take to work. It's convenient for me when I have busy cookie days and I don't feel like making a breakfast. I could just pop these in the microwave. They're so good. I really, really love the taste of them. Like, I randomly will crave them and just really like them. So for 2 points, I think it's worth it. And then I can do like fruit on the side or have them with my coffee or something. And it's a nice filling breakfast. I also got some Honeycrisp apples. I get these every time, 0 points, and I have one every single day after dinner. These ones were giant, so I'm excited. I always like when they're bigger because then it just feels like I have more of a dessert after. But of course, like I said with the grapes, I always end up having something else after for like a real dessert, but that's just something that satisfies my sweet tooth right away after I finish dinner. We got some ground turkey, and I got the 93% lean, so this is 4 points for 4 ounces on WeightWatchers. I got 2 pounds because I'm probably gonna make a big batch of either turkey burgers or of taco meat. For the serving of 4 ounces, it's 4 points, 160 calories, 8 grams of fat, and it's got 21 grams of protein. We got this last time we went to Trader Joe's, and I mentioned that I didn't know if it was something they have year round or it just pops up. I was thinking maybe it was just for around the holidays, but they still had it. So this is their turkey summer sausage. We love this. It's so good. Both of us really like summer sausage, and it's high in points. So to have this turkey option is nice. We don't buy it all the time, but it is nice to have with like a snack plate and stuff. For the serving of 2 ounces, it's 90 calories, 4 grams of fat, 2 carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 12 grams of protein. And that serving for a quarter of this is 3 points, which really isn't bad for a summer sausage. It's just a little snack we like to have. It does have 12 grams of protein, like I said, so a little bit more filling, but not something we have all the time. We needed some tomato sauce, so I always talk about how the Trader Joe's tomato sauce is my favorite. It's 0 points, and I usually just like to flavor it with different seasonings, Parmesan cheese, stuff like that, and even just like fresh garlic really can make it taste better, and it works well as like a pasta sauce or pizza sauce. I also just got more minced garlic for that reason and for different recipes, 0 points, and just something very convenient to have on hand because it can really make meals so much more flavorful. This was a new sauce they had. It is a Thai peanut satay sauce, and I am super excited to try it. It is 4 points for 2 tablespoons, but I don't know if we'll use 2 tablespoons when I make it. I was thinking about doing some type of like noodles with the Trader Joe's Thai wheat noodles, and then chicken and something like that. But for 2 tablespoons, it's 80 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 5 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. So I'm excited about this. I don't think I've ever bought a peanut sauce like this before, so hopefully that's good and we could try some new recipes with it. Then we recently bought this for the first time. It's just their organic raspberry preserves, and I bought it because I wanted it for PB&Js, and we've already gone through it, so we really liked it. It is 1 point for 1 tablespoon and 25 calories. It's got 7 carbs, 6 grams of sugar, and I just really like the flavor of it. I like that it's only 1 point for a tablespoon because honestly I don't use much more when it comes to a PB&J, and so that's why we've been enjoying it. It also is just good on toast and stuff like that, but I've mostly just been using it for peanut butter and jellies, and we needed some more. Then, like I mentioned, I've been making more soups, so I just got some broths. This is just a chicken broth and a vegetable broth, and I got them both in the low sodium option. I think both of them, they had the regular, but I just got low sodium. The chicken broth is 15 calories, the vegetable broth is 20 calories, and the chicken broth has 2 grams of protein. But I'm gonna be using these for different soups. So the chicken broth scans as 0 points, but then the vegetable broth scans as 1. I don't even know if I'll actually track it, but I just think that that'll be perfect for soups. Okay, then we needed to stock up on cheese. So we are like out of cheese completely, and I use cheese a lot, especially light and reduced fat. It just works really well in recipes, and it doesn't add too many points. So that's why I like Trader Joe's. They have a lot of options. They have the Jarlsberg, which I've had multiple people comment now that it's Jarlsberg, not Jarlsberg. So now I know, and I feel like an idiot because I've like posted videos and tagged them on Instagram and stuff, and they haven't said anything, but Jarlsberg. So This cheese is amazing. It is reduced fat Swiss and it's got great flavor. It melts well and it's only 2 points per slice. It's 50 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 7 grams of protein. And I like to use it for burgers, sandwiches, anything, even like pizza bakes. Sometimes I'll just use the sliced cheese because I like to do the Swiss, but it's really nice to have on hand. Then for shredded cheese, I got 3 different ones. So I like to get the light mozzarella. This is only 2 points for the serving of an ounce. 60 calories, 2 grams of fat, 3 carbs, and 7 grams of protein. Then I also got the finely shredded light Mexican style and the light shredded 3 cheese blend. So both of these are 3 points for the serving, 80 calories, 4 grams of fat, and 8 grams of protein. And what I like about all these is I feel like they just melt well. They don't have a weird taste or texture or anything. And they're just the most similar to regular cheese, but they are lower in points. Okay, moving on to some freezer items. So we really like these ratatouille bites. They're about a point a piece. And for the serving of 4 pieces, it's 130 calories, 7 grams of fat, 16 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. We usually just heat them up in the air fryer and they get nice and crispy. And we just think they have good flavor. It's pretty much just like peppers and eggplant in the inside, and it's got like a panko crust on it. So we like these as something for our appetizer nights. Then we got some chicken shumai, which is something we like to have as a side when we do like fried rice or stir fry. These are just chicken and vegetable dumplings, and they do come with sauce, but we don't ever use it. So for the serving, if you use the sauce, which is for 6 pieces, it's 4 points. It's 130 calories, 3 grams of fat, 16 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 6 grams of sugar, and 11 grams of protein. And I think most of the sugar is just from the sauce. So it's probably less, and we usually just split the box between 2 of us. There are 18 pieces, so we usually each have 9, and it's kind of a filling part of our meal, but really good, and we really enjoy these. This is something we like to get when we go to sushi, so it's nice to be able to just buy the box like this. Then another side that's kind of similar, these are the steamed chicken soup dumplings. These are so good. Each box comes with 6, and when we have them, we each just have our own. It's 7 points for the entire thing. It's 250 calories, 7 grams of fat, 29 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, and 16 grams of protein. And they've just got some filling and broth in them, so when you bite into them, you have to be careful, but so good, so flavorful, and you just pop them in the microwave. They come in a little plastic tray that you just heat them up in. Then we haven't gotten this in a while. This is the chicken chow mein, and it's just an easy meal that you can just throw in a pan and cook up. It is 4 points for the serving of a third of the container, and usually Adam and I, again, split the bag, so I think it's 7 points for half the bag when we have it. But for the serving of a third, it is 200 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 39 carbs, 4 grams of fiber, 6 grams of sugar, and 9 grams of protein. And this is just one of those meals that when it's a busy day and we don't want to get takeout, it's nice to have these options in the freezer because they're so quick and easy to throw together. But also, I like that you can just add other things to them pretty easily. So sometimes I'll add more peppers, or I'll add some like imitation crab or something just to make it even more bulked up, but just a really easy meal for us to have. We always buy the gluten-free chicken nuggets, so these are 5 points for the serving of about 4 ounces. That serving's 200 calories, 6 grams of fat, 20 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 16 grams of protein. We like to just air fry these, although I always say this every time, but they are raw, so you have to make sure to cook them fully through. But I just think that they have such a good juicy chicken inside, and the breading is so good. It's got a slight like garlic flavor. I can actually like smell them very strong through the bag right now because they're just so flavorful. So that's why we buy them. We are not like gluten-free or anything, but it's just one of the options we've tried before, and we just get it every time now because it's so good. Then we got some breadsticks. So these are just mini French baguettes. They're 3 points per baguette, 110 calories, 22 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. This is something that we could just pop in the air fryer and have as a side when we have hearts of palm pasta or even just regular pasta. A lot of times when I have a pasta dish, I want bread with it. I feel like we're just like programmed to be that way now, and I just always want bread. So this has become a really good lower point option. 3 points isn't bad, and I feel like the size of them is not bad for 3 points too. So we pop them in the air fryer, and then we just have a nice toasted breadstick. Then we just got some regular bread. So this is the organic ancient grain and seed bread from Trader Joe's. It is 2 points for one slice, but if you have 2 slices, it's 3 points. So this is the bread I've really been liking for peanut butter and jellies because it's just 3 points, or if I just do 1 slice, usually I do 2 though, but 3 points for 2 slices, and then I do like a point of jelly and then like maybe 2 or 3 points of peanut butter, and it's so good and it satisfies my craving for a PB&J. But for 1 slice of this, it's 70 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 12 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. Okay, we got a couple dips this time. So Adam picked this one out. We haven't had it in a while. It is their caramelized onion dip. So it is 3 points for 2 tablespoons, but 70 calories, 6 grams of fat, 3 carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and it's just got really good flavor. It's made with like sour cream, I think. Yeah, it's mostly like sour cream, cream cheese, and so that's why it's a little bit higher point, but we don't have it that often, and it's something that's good with, honestly, my favorite thing to have it with is these, because to me it satisfies that craving of like French onion dip and potato chips that I used to eat all the time. Adam and I used to buy that as a snack so often. That was one of our favorite things, and we would just go through an entire container of dip, an entire bag of potato chips, usually like kettle chips. And so this is a much lower point option, and I of course portion it out more than I used to in the past, but 3 points of this isn't bad. And then I use the crunchy curls, which these are 3 points. I'll just go ahead and give the info for them now, but they're 3 points for the serving of about 31 curls, 130 calories, 5 grams of fat, 19 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 3 grams of protein. That's become one of my favorite snacks when I'm craving something like salty and something that I used to eat all the time. Then we got the buffalo chicken dip. So this is more liquidy for a buffalo chicken dip, but that's why I like it actually. It's 60 calories for 2 tablespoons and 3 points on WeightWatchers. It's 4.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 3 grams of protein. And I like that it's not like over the top spicy, but it's got really good flavor, and it just is a normal buffalo chicken dip. We needed some more Thai wheat noodles. So these are the noodles I was talking about earlier. I love these so much. This is one of my most purchased items from Trader Joe's by far. For the box, it comes with 3 packages, and they're just individually sealed, and each package is 8 points on WeightWatchers. It's 310 calories, 2 grams of fat, 63 carbs, 4 grams of fiber, and 10 grams of protein, and they are just so good. They're so easy. I can just cook up a protein and some veggies and then toss the noodles in, and it really does go with so many things. And so we usually stock up on these. I think we still have a box or 2 in there, but we just get more every time because we use them so much. Okay, randomly we started buying these, and they are just peanut butter Panda Puffs. They are so good. I really like to use them on my yogurt. I don't usually have them as just like a regular cereal or anything. It's just something that I've added as like a topping for my yogurt options because I do like to mix it up. I really do like the Kashi peanut butter go cereal, but this is just another good option. For a cup of the cereal, it's 5 points, but usually I just weigh out a 2-point portion. But for that cup serving, it's 170 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, 31 carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 9 grams of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. So this is just something, it kind of tastes like Reese's Pieces, what is it called? Reese's Peanut Butter Crunch? What's the Reese's?
Peanut Butter Puffs.
Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs. It kind of tastes like Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs, but not as sweet, and it's just a good option for yogurt. I got these a while ago, and I don't know why, I was just craving them again when I saw them this time. They are just butter almond thins. It's pretty much a point a cookie, but the serving size is 7 cookies. They're just little thin cookies that have almond slices in them, and they're really good. They're 140 calories for 7, 6 grams of fat, 20 carbs, 10 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. Again, something I don't buy all the time, but it's nice to just have on hand. These kind of remind me of the Dewey's cookies that we really like. I like that they're so crunchy, but they still have a good like sweetness and flavor to them. And so usually I'll just have a couple at a time, and it satisfies my sweet tooth. But these are something that we found kind of recently, and I've really enjoyed. Adam loves these. Actually, he likes the peanut butter ones better, but these are the ABC bars. They are almond butter cocoa bars. So it's got like a chocolate chewy part, and then the middle has some almond butter. For 1 bar, it's 5 points on WeightWatchers, 160 calories, 8 grams of fat, 19 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 6 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. They're gluten-free and vegan, and he just likes to pack these for work. They're a quick snack option. They're a good option he can have before the gym as well. So just another bar that we like to have. Okay, then some salty things that we got. So these are really my favorite for snack plates. They are just the savory thin mini crackers. They're pretty much just rice crackers, but they're really salty and they have a really good crunch, and that's why I like them. And I like that you can taste the sesame seeds in them. So for the serving of about 38 crackers, it is 3 points on WeightWatchers. These are also something that I like to add to snack mixes with air pop popcorn too, because you can have a good serving for low amount of points. But for that serving, it's 130 calories, calories, 2 grams of fat, 24 carbs, and 3 grams of protein. Then these are another one of my favorite salty things from Trader Joe's. These are their sour cream and onion rings. They're made from lentil and rice, so I guess you can kind of taste it a little bit, but not really. I feel like the sour cream flavor is really good and you just taste that. But it's 130 calories for about 24, 6 grams of fat, 16 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and 4 grams of protein. And these are 3 points for that serving. These are also a gluten-free option, and I just love the flavor and crunch of them. Then we got some blue corn tortilla chips as well. This is another one that is 3 points for the serving, which is about 9 chips. So not that many, but we actually really like to use these for nachos. So sometimes we'll do like a 5-point serving as the base and then do a bunch of 0-point toppings on it. But for the serving of about 9 chips, it's 150 calories, 7 grams of fat, 19 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and 2 grams of protein. And I pretty much got these with the intention to make them for nachos. So that's what we'll be using these for. Okay, then the last thing I got is stuff to make my own trail mix. So I always end up looking at all their trail mixes and then I just decide that I want to make my own with the stuff that they have there. So I really like golden raisins. I got a package of these. I got a package of dried cranberries. Then I got some cashews and some peanuts. And then I also got some dark chocolate covered raisins. So I will combine all of these into one thing, and then usually I just kind of calculate from there the serving in points. Usually trail mix is 5 to 6 points for the serving of a quarter cup anyway, so I don't get too particular with it, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna do with that. I'll just make a giant trail mix, and that's just a way I can incorporate some nuts and some dried fruit, and it's one of my favorite sweet snacks. That wraps up everything that we got from Trader Joe's today. We got a lot of stuff, but we got through that kind of quickly, I feel like. I feel good and stocked up. We needed some more salty things and then also some appetizers and stuff for the freezer. And we did need a good amount of produce today, so I'm glad we stocked up on that. But if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.